Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the 4th episode of the Let's Build Sword and Shield inside of Minecraft. It's been a while since the last upload, been a little bit busy with other things. Finally got the time to start editing this, so I'm gonna release it as soon as I can. And if you're watching this, I have released it, so that's good. This episode we are going to finish off most of the terrain, I'd say, for Postwick. There'd be a few finer details to do later, but this is the majority. And also, we're going to be starting Route 1. Route 1 will be over 2 episodes, this being the first. Yeah, next episode, which should be in a few days, we'll be finishing off Route 1, maybe doing some more training. Wouldn't be too much different than this episode, but it'll still be good nonetheless. Yeah, not really too much to say right now, but sooner in the video we're going to talk about, I guess, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, coming out, what, in 9 days? Just talk about what I'm doing, I guess, and I'll also give my opinion on starter Pokemon, because why not? Alright, anyway, I'll let you chill out for a bit, and I'll be back in a moment. So the terraining is about halfway done right now. Not really too much left for it, for the video at least, but I thought I'd give my opinion on Scarlet and Violet so far. I mean, I remember I've done that in the previous episode, but just a more thorough look. Yesterday we got a trailer as well, with like an Ed Sheeran song in it. Watch it if you haven't, it's pretty good. Showed, I guess, past and future forms as well, which is pretty sick. If you look near-ish the end, you can see like a past form and future form of Donphan, I believe. If you didn't pick up on that, it looks honestly sick. It looks really cool. I like it a lot. So far, there is literally only one Pokemon I do not like, which is Bellibolt. I like every single other one. Yeah, overall the game's looking really good right now. That trailer got me hyped beyond belief. And to know as well that in less than 2 weeks we will be able to play this game is pretty nice. Starter I'm picking, look, if you're keeping up with the leaks, recently the final evolutions for the starters have been revealed by leaks. If you don't want to see them, then that's fine, don't check them out. But I'll just give my opinions on them. My original thought was picking Sprigatito, and I still think it's going to stay the same, even though I think, personally, it's the worst one, Final Evolution. It's still good, but it's not as good as the other two. Fuecoco looks very good, and Quaxly looks pretty good as well. I won't give any details in case no one wants to know, but that is my sort of thing. Yeah, talk a little bit about the build a bit later, but for now I'll just let you chill out. I'll be back in a moment. So, as of now, a lot of the progress on Route 1 has been done. Well, not a lot, a path, pretty much. But, it doesn't look that amazing right now. You might be a bit confused on what's going on, but trust me, it is worth it in the end. It does look pretty good. It'll start to come a lot together a bit later. Unfortunately, what I did is, I meant to put Postwick a lot more above ground than what I actually did. Because the rest of these routes, they go a lot lower. Like, they go downwards constantly, which could cause issues later on, which is not great, but if it comes down to it, either one of two things will happen. I'll either have to copy and paste this thing and just bring it up. Only problem is it might not allow for such a big, like, scale with Worldedit or whatever, or I'll just have to change the terrain a little bit. Like, when I start making things, I might have to make it more flat than more going down. I don't know, we'll cross that path when it comes to it, I guess. But for now, yeah, route's looking pretty good. Some of the details were a bit difficult to get, I'd say. It's kind of difficult to imagine this kind of thing in Minecraft, but I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Not really too much else to talk about, hasn't really been super interesting, but yeah, apart from that, I will see you later. Alright, the routes have made some progress. It's looking pretty good, terraining right now. It took me a while to get this right, because I wasn't actually paying enough attention to the actual game itself. I was deviating a little too much, so I had to make some changes. But yeah, anyway, I thought, like, I would just give my opinions on all the starter Pokemon that have existed. Just because why not? It seems fun. I'll give, like, favorites to least favorites. I won't do reasoning yet. I don't have enough time in the video, unfortunately. But, I don't know, maybe if I stream later on, which I'm thinking of doing at one point, for, like, the bigger projects like, the Wild Area, or Hammerlock, or Motorstoke, or Winden, or whatever. Mainly those ones. I'll probably do streaming. But yeah, I'll just give my opinions right now. So, in Generation 1, you got Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Bulbasaur is my favorite. Charmander and Squirtle about, like, even. I'll talk about final evolutions in another episode, or middle evolutions, whatever, but for now I'll just talk about base forms entirely. Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil. Totodile is my favorite, personally. Cyndaquil is very close, though. I'm not a huge fan of Chikorita. Trico, Mudkip, and Torchic. I I like probably Mudkip the most. Trico and Torchic are also very good. In Gen 4, we have, what is it? Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. Turtwig is my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Piplup, but still cute. Then you got Tepig, Oshawott, and Snivy. I like Oshawott. I'm not a huge fan of the other two. Gen 6, you have Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin. Froakie is my favorite. The other two are okay. And then you have Gen 7, which is Rowlet, Poplio, and Litten. Rowlet is my favorite Pokemon of all time. It is a cute, round lad, and I love him dearly. The other two are okay. Then you got Gen 8, the first main series game I ever played, so the starter has a decent amount of attachment, I guess, which is Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. The one I like the most is Grookey. Sobble is pretty cool. Scorbunny I've grown on. Used to not like it that much. Anyway, that's a quick little speedrun of my favorite, first stage starters. I'll be back in a moment to wrap up the video, as it is coming to a close quite soon. Alright, the time-lapse is coming to a close very soon. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and comment down below. Make sure to subscribe. I'm not a huge fan of doing that sort of stuff, but why not? Who cares? Next episode will be relatively similar to this one. It would be finishing off Route 1 and sort of polishing the terrain a bit. There'll also be 2 buildings I will make. Not a part of Wedgehurst, but there are 2 buildings on the side of Route 1 that I will be building in that episode. So stay tuned for that. But for now, yeah, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you later. Toodaloo.